All right, you have the information on employment?
Kinda.
All right.
I called where he was working is a place called Certified Apartment Staffing. They have an office out on 410, not far from the airport. I spoke with a lady out there named Carly after we got out of court the other day. She basically confirmed that he was employed there. She was going to hook me up with another girl named Christina, who I also spoke with. They were going to email me some information. It could be start dates, finish dates, whatever information they could send me. I have not received that as of this morning. I talked to them yesterday, said they would get it to me, and I emailed and texted this morning. I still don't have it. So if it's important to the court, I would propose, we've already pled for
Yes.
violations. Can we recall it Wednesday or Thursday next week?
I'm not going to be here.
It have to be the week after.
I'd be good with the week after.
Sure. Unless, I don't know, state the information he has. Is that enough for you, or you want?
Well, it's enough for me. Yeah, we're just determining, I guess, what Your Honor feels is better. State's recommendation was SafeP, and I believe he's wanting SATIF, right?
Yeah, we were the other day, we're asking about SATIF. The waiting list for SATIF is way shorter. I personally believe it's a better program.
Okay.
About the same amount of time. And so I don't know what the court's mind was about getting the verification of it, just to verify he was employed.
All right. Okay. We're going to go on the record in 2023 CR 0791 State versus Ronnie Simons Jr. Can I have parties announced?
Rick Vania for the state of Texas.
John Robertson from the Diamonds.
All right. You, Mr. Simons. All right. So defense, your client had previously pled true to violations 2, 2, 4, and 4. The court found 2, 2, 4, and 4 true. The state's recommendation and probation's recommendation is for inpatient treatment.
Yes.
Probation in the state is asking for SafeP. You're asking for SATA. The reason why, and they tell me as a judge, you should never let people into your brain to see your thought processes. But I don't pay attention to that because I think people need to know that I've heard what parties have said, right? So the reason why I wanted to know about his employment, because honestly, I don't know if he should be in SATIF or SafeP. Maybe this is a situation, I don't want him to lose his employment. Maybe this is a situation where I send him off into the world, and if he tests positive, I know the motion to revoke is going to be filed. Do you understand? Probation, do we have an updated tap on Mr. Simons?
I want to say you did, but
Well, if I may, Your Honor.
Yes.
Court summary says the last tap was completed a week ago while he was in jail, and they recommended ISF2 followed by aftercare with the ISP unit. But despite that, probation's recommendation was still SafeP followed by SafeP aftercare.
All right. So here's my question. Has he ever had intensive outpatient treatment or no?
He has not, Your Honor. However, it was never made part of his terms. No.
All right. Can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God? All right. You can lower your hand. Make sure you speak up so that I can hear and the court reporter can hear. Can you state your name for the record?
Ronnie Simons Jr.
All right. This is what I'm going to tell you. You know yourself. If you're honest with yourself and really look in the mirror, not looking at what you want, right? But what is best for you. You know yourself better than the state, better than your attorney, better than probation. Now, what I'm being told by your counsel, and he's the officer of the court, he called. It appears that you have been employed. I don't know if at your employment they do drug testing or not, but it appears that you were working. And maybe you were afraid, which I don't understand why people are afraid of me. Just come in and tell me, and I'm going to make a decision based upon what I hear. So you know yourself best. So you have to ask yourself, one, can I survive in this world, not violating my conditions of using if I am given intensive outpatient treatment. Thank you. That's my question for you. Are you able to do it? I know when people are released from the jail, they're just so happy they're not going to prison. They're like, I'm going to follow through on everything that's given to me. I'm not going to mess up. I'm not going to use. And then 2 weeks later, they're back to using. So that's my question to you.
But
Positive what?
then I'm gonna say, I'm not gonna, use.
All right. So your employment, what exactly do you do?
I get sent to different apartment complexes and, start at the grounds mornings, to do work orders, make readies on apartments.
What now? I mean, are you working outside in the heat? All right.
Basically, that's it, just on site wherever it's in, it's a, you know, if I get a permanent job. If somebody wants to hire on, they'll go through the staffing with the process, you know.
All right. Probation. How much is the patch?
The drug patch is $50 every 2 weeks.
All right. There's nothing I can do about that. So here are your two choices. And state if you're in disagreement with the choices I'm going to give them, please let me know. And if you're in disagreement, let me know. Probation, you're in disagreement, let me know. The patch is $50 every 2 weeks. What the patch is, it's a patch. They put it on you. You are not allowed to remove it. It shouldn't come off if you're showered. Now, there have been some people who worked in constructions and there have been some issues with the patch because of the temperature here in San Antonio and the humidity. That's why I was asking you if you work outside. You can either do the patch and it will be for 90 days, or either you can do the UA hotline for 90 days. And with the UA hotline, they're going to call you. You're going to get tested. You're never going to know when you're going to get tested. And if you test positive, then I'm going to follow the recommendations that probation is set forth for the court. And that will be inpatient treatment, maybe with SAP, or it may be revocation, prison. It just really depends. So thoughts?
As long as probation is fine with it, I'm fine.
Because my main thing is I don't want him to lose his employment if he's finally, I know it's hard for people to get employment when they are felons or not felons, even when they're on deferred adjudication.
Well,
Yes.
my concern though is regarding the two number 4 violations. He's living with the people that are on the no contact order.
Oh, well, that's going to change. You can't live with them. And we can put him on GPS.
I would ask for GPS, yes, until indefinite until your honor says
So
differently.
here are your choices. Number one, you cannot live with people on the no contact order. Not allowed. That's what the no contact order is for. If they want the no contact order lifted, they need to come in and have a conversation with me because I need to make sure that people feel safe. And the state needs to make sure that people feel safe because if something happens, they're going to ask me why I lifted a no contact order. You understand? So you're not allowed to be with them. So you can either do one or two things. One, I'm going to place you on GPS. It'll be GPS. We're going to start with GPS partial for employment. And then once he's proven he's able to do certain things, then ultimately it'll be tracking, then ultimately it will be removal. But you're not allowed to reside at that household or have contact with the people who are on the non-contact list. Do you understand? Or if you want, you won't have to do the patch. You won't have to do the UA hotline. You go into custody and you wait for transfer to SATF. And is it the patch or the UA hotline? All right. So probation, this is what the court is going to do. Court will deny the motion. alter and amend to include, the patch for 90 days. Partial GPS for employment only. That will be, for 90 days. Then after that 90 days, if there are no issues, we'll look at tracking only and then ultimately removal. And there's to be intensive outpatient treatment with probation. And you need to provide probation with your residence address within, how long is it going to take? Do you have some place that you can stay? Sorry, what?
I let my apartment go, so,
So who are you going to be living with?
to call.
But you do have family members or somebody who will let you stay with them?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, probation. He's going to provide you with his residence address within 72 hours of release. All right. Probation, is there anything else? Is there anything else you need from the court in order to be successful? All right, if you don't remember your conditions, you need to speak to your probation officer and have them go over those conditions again. If you violate this probation, what's going to end up happening is a motion to revoke is going to be filed. You'll be taken into custody. Either you'll make bond or you won't make bond. Either you'll be continued or you'll be revoked if probation is able to prove up those conditions. And with your case, you're looking at potentially up to 10 years in the prison. Do you understand? All right, good luck to you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Who's next? Did you tender an offer?
Judge, I believe that discovery is not yet complete. A GSR kit was done, but we haven't received any reports or information regarding the results of that GSR kit.
When is that going to be done?
That I'm sending an email to the detective. We should have an answer by maybe the end of the week, if not next week.
All right, you all need to confer off docket. Norma, set this for a plea deadline date in 45 days.
Actually, Judge, if we could, state is also intending on speaking to the victim to potentially get us an offer before that. I was asking if we can have a 2-week reset. We might have something done by then. If we do, because my client's in custody, I'd like to get this ball
Well,
rolling.
we'll set the plea deadline date in 45 days. And if you want him brought over sooner, just let him know and we'll put him on the docket.
Follow me, Judge.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, August 10th.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Do you have any questions?
On Monday.
Okay, so I set you for August 10th. However, your attorney can have you brought over at any time. So if they end up, let's say they have something that they want me to hear in 2 weeks, then they can set it on the docket in 2 weeks, okay? All right, you're welcome.
Thank you.
State, is that going to take precedent over this case?
That is going to take precedent, Judge. The violation we have here is a technical, but we're kind of between a rock and a hard place because to do what the treatment that probation is recommending, there would need to be no pending cases, but the case is out of county. So we would just be asking for a reset to allow defense.
Well, instead of setting her bond in this case, what I can do is I can just have them put a release from her from the Bear County Jail and tell them she can go to the other county.
That's fine. That's ultimately what I think is the right thing to do.
Okay. All right, Norma. On this case, they're not going to have a bond set, but they're asking that she be allowed to go to this other county. It's Gillespie County.
Okay.
So if you can let Gillespie County know that they can pick her up, but when they've concluded with their hearing there, we may need her back here, or we may be able to do it by Zoom.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you, Judge.
So you're welcome. Sorry, you withdrawing your motion?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you, Judge.
All right. So Norma, let's just put this, their hearing date is for July 9th.
Yes, sir.
Let's just put this at the end of July and we'll see where we are and we can have her by Zoom.
Okay. Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Have a seat.
It's Danelli, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm gonna remember it. All right, the staff informed me that you were requesting that another attorney be appointed to represent you.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so this attorney has been appointed to represent you. Do you have any objections to his representation? All right, so this is what I can tell you. I understand that sometimes maybe people don't have the contact with their attorney that they want to have. But it's gonna be in the system that this is your second attorney, okay? All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna recall this to give you some time to get discovery because he needs time for that. So we'll recall it for the 30th at the same time as you're the client. All right, Norma, if you can recall Mr. Smith for July 30th, and that'll be for discovery.
Yes.
All right, state, Denelli Smith on page 4 is coming back on the 30th for discovery. Thank you.
And I did put you in the kitchen.
All right, counsel on the motion. I know that you are in the office with Mr. Hagee, but Mr. Hagee is listed on the motion. Do you have any objections to this attorney standing in? All right, you need to speak up so the court reporter can hear and so I can hear.
No, ma'am.
All right. You're here on a motion to revoke. Your counsel has filed a motion to set bond. According to the bond, it appears that the state is in agreement to $25,000 bond. Your counsel is asking for $5,000. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, counsel, do you have any evidence for the court to consider as it relates to a bond?
Just testimony, Your Honor.
All right, who would you like to call?
Mr. Marquez.
All right, can you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
All right, you can lower your hand if you'll state your name for the record.
Charlie Marquez.
All right, defense, you may proceed.
Mr. Marquez, you understand that you have 2 MTRs pending currently?
Correct.
And you understand that you will need to appear at all future court dates going forward? Are you currently employed?
As of now, I think so, pretty sure.
Okay. Is whether or not you can maintain employment contingent on how soon you can get out of custody?
Yes.
Is a bond of $5,000 closer to what you can afford for one of your MTRs?
Yes.
And for the second MTR for which you
Oh,
have.
I'm sorry, does he have more than one motion to revoke out of here?
Yes, Your Honor, there's 2, and we had 2 motions on file, but I left. the
All right, I
file.
need the second motion, please.
Give me 1 second, just.
All right, and we're also on the record on 2025 CR 015638. And state, is your recommendation for a bond going to be the same on that case as well?
Judge, I think it's 50,000 in that case.
Yes, it's 50,000 on one and 25 on the other from the state, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, so on the case number ending in 38 states, you're recommending 50,000
That's correct, Your Honor.
and defense is requesting 6,500. Sorry about that. You may continue.
No, I apologize, Your Honor.
Oh, it's not your fault.
So you understand that a global bond of $6,500 on one and $5,000 on the other, you will be required to pay 10% of that.
Correct.
Is that something that you can afford?
Yes.
Is a bond of 50K or 25K more than you can afford at the moment? Will you have to require on family to be able to get close to making that type of bond?
Correct. Yes.
You have children, correct?
Yes, I do.
And they are here in San Antonio.
Yes.
And you also ideally will be able to keep your job here in San Antonio.
Yes.
Do you have any plans to leave the county?
No.
And again, you understand that you are going to be required to be at all future court dates for the MTR and the new number 1, correct?
Yes.
I'll pass the witness, Judge.
Date.
Mr. Marquez, regarding your employment, where do you currently work?
Southern League, South Bay, South.
Okay, how long have you been working there?
I just started in almost a month.
Okay, and what is your pay that you receive for employment?
I'm getting paid $17 every hour.
Is it,
Weekly.
okay, thank you. And about how many hours do you work per week?
Anywhere from 39 to 40.
Okay, so it's full-time employment, correct?
Correct.
Okay, and I guess just regarding your bank accounts, do you have any savings accounts or bank accounts that you have money in?
No, I just received all the bank account that I was working to process for money.
Okay. And then regarding your bond amount, have you reached out to bond companies to see what arrangements can be made regarding if you are granted bail? Yes, okay, and so that was your understanding that you would have to pay 10% of whatever the court sets your bail at? Okay, we passed the witness room.
No further questions, Your Honor.
All right, any other witnesses?
No, Your Honor.
State, any witnesses?
No, Judge.
All right. And the motion to revoke, what is that based upon?
Any number one, Judge.
And what is the alleged new number one?
It's, Yandel, controlled substance PV 1 4 to 200.
All right,
Offense date is June 3rd of 2026.
all right, June 3rd, 2022.
26. Judge.
26, okay. All right, this is what the court will do. And cause number 2025 CR 012673. The court will set your bond at $25,000. There's to be partial GPS for employment only until further notice. Waive GPS fees. And we are going to recall this. How much time do you need, State? I mean, we can recall it for the end of the month.
That should be sufficient. Right?
Oh, I'm sorry, not this month, but next month.
Yes, yes, Judge.
All right, Norma, I need a date for the end of the month.
July 30th.
All right, so we're going to be back on July 30th. And Norma, if you will give him a reset form, please.
Yeah.
And then in cause number 2025 CR 015638. The court is going to set your bond at $45,000. There's to be partial GPS until further notice. For employment only. Waive GPS fees. And this will be recalled for July 30th. Is there anything else?
One more matter, Your Honor. Mr. Marquez is currently in an ongoing family law matter that requires him to go to court for a pending CPS case.
Mhm.
I believe he has a setting on either the 30th or the 31st. We will confirm and consult with
Yes.
the court.
All right, once you confirm the date, if the date is on July 30th, she just needs to let me know and we'll change it to a different date. I'm sure the state will have no objections.
And will he be free to travel with the GPS on it to the courthouse?
Oh, yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
You say this was-